criminals treated in your land?
Crusaders have no land. We are united by an idea, rather than a code of rules.
I won't ask what happens to those who betray that idea.
That's probably best.
Help! Cultists have kidnapped my brother!
Where did they take him?
The cultists poisoned my brother and brought him to this cave, all because they want my elixir.
Stay out of
The Dark Berserkers are considered weaker demons, but their strength is still far greater than that of any human. I have found dark spells within the cathedral, written in Archbishop Lazarus's own hand, explaining how to summon them. I pray that no other copies exist, so that this terrible knowledge will be lost forever.
I'm glad that fate has brought us together on this path.
Why is that?
You fight with both honor and ferocity. I know that a pure soul must burn within you.
He's over here! I'll give him the antidote! Oh no, they're here! Fight them off while I give him the antidote! He'd be dead if it weren't for you, brave hero. Take these elixirs for your trouble. We're going back to town.
He's unstoppable! No mortal could slaughter our brethren with such ease! He is here.
Delay him, while I prepare his demise in the depths below.
They did horrible things to us.
Did you see a man in rags?
Yes, the man with the golden eyes. I saw Magda take him into Leoric's old torture chambers. Below us.
You have done your duty, friend. I will deal with Magda.
The cultists were performing a strange ritual when I saw them today. One of their number stood soundlessly, while others thrust long spikes deep into his spine. He did not perish. And I believe that he may have even been darkly empowered from the implantation. Though such terrible magic is foreign to me.
I'm convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed. Council begs me to reconsider. I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust. I have finally rid myself of the dark influence seeking to subdue me. Now I see things as they truly are. This conspiracy among the insolent townsfolk to weaken me by stealing Albrecht away will not stand. Perhaps the heads of their women and children on pikes will bring them clarity.
Help me! I'm trapped! In here! In the Iron Lake!
Your bravery has not wavered once. I salute you, sir.
Good companions make courage easier to muster.
I know the feeling.
God bless you. I was certain I was gonna die in there. I heard rumors of vast treasure to be found down here. A damn fool that I am, I believed them. Don't know why I thought it might be inside an Iron Maiden. All I could think of while I was trapped in that horrible darkness was that no one would ever know what had happened to me.
Glorious development. Thank you for helping me fight the darkness. To contend with evil is the essence of what it means to be a Templar.
You are welcome, friend.
I need more bodies. You think my summoners can just conjure up a demon whenever it pleases them? We must have blood. Fresh blood, mind you. And human flesh to bolster our magic. I will be expecting a reply from you shortly.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment. Scourge of the sun, I no longer know what day it is. I can hear the warden, my husband, and that dog Lazarus discussing my fate. My life will be over soon, yet I fear more for my poor Albrecht's future in the wake of his father's madness. If only Aiden were here.
The gods have seen fit to release me from this torment.
What? Who dares?
Freedom. At long last. Freedom.
My gods! There is someone amongst us. Deal with him harshly!
Freedom. At the side of free.
Thank you, champion. My servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains.
Am I alone here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me, and repent your crime.
Patience. Our wrath is low.
My lord, the prisoner is ready, as you requested.
Thank you, Lazarus. Your loyalty is invaluable in the midst of all these traitors. And you, my dear, my own wife and queen, conspiring against our kingdom.
My love, I swear, I have never betrayed you.
lies. Until the very end.
A grim end to a noble woman. I am proud to have played my part in Leoric's fall.
The time of my lord's true awakening is at hand. That fool Leoric was only able to resist him because he did not yet possess his full power. With the Queen dispatched as a traitor, I may now devote myself fully to preparing the boy for the presence of my master.
If only this dark place had been destroyed along with its ruler.
All the abominable stalling? In case it was not clear, I need the sacrifices now! I've heard enough of your idle complaints that the villagers have fled from the highlands, leaving no one left to sacrifice. You'd best come up with something, or it's your hide we'll be flaying.
Uncle Deckard and I traveled all over the world in my youth, looking for lost lore and artifacts. It was so exciting, crawling around ancient temples, digging through forgotten crypts. I feel fortunate that Uncle Deckard raised me the way he did, the things I learned from him. But now I don't know. I see what his obsession with his quest has cost him, has cost us.
Leah must be back in Tristram, crying over the old man's corpse. She'll soon have another one to cry over. Yours. Meet the butcher.
Fresh meat.
I require more life. Not yet.
The truth about the Butcher Demon was more startling than I ever anticipated. Evidently, there are many of them within the burning hells, though they used to be solely under Diablo's command. The Butchers are stitched together from the parts of other demons to combine their strengths, then given life through wicked magic.
I am dying.
Angel, take up your sword!
My sword. I remember now. I was an archangel of the high heavens. I was the embodiment of justice. I am Tyrael. You have restored my mind, friend. And now, I remember the warning I came to deliver. Belial and Asmodan, the last lords of hell, are unleashing a tide of darkness that will drown this world. Already, Belial's shadow has fallen upon Caldeum.
Then I will go to Caldeum and introduce myself to Belial.
We must move quickly. Let us return to Tristram and make ready.
I can tell by the look in your eye that you're not going to leave it alone. You want to hear what happened to my father?
I do.
Right, well. My father tried to dispel the rumors about my grandfather. No one would listen. Then one night, a week later, crazed refugees from Tristram came for revenge. I remember my father screaming for us to get out, and nasty laughter. A lot of it. Just before justice shoved me out the window, I saw my father crawling up the stairs at me, with 2 daggers in his back, and a 3rd whipping round his throat.
He saved you, Hadrig.
Doesn't mean much to a child, does it? His father's still dead on a stairwell.
Time grows short, my friends. Even now, Belial's influence is spreading through Caldeum.
But how will we find him?
We won't have to. Magda and her coven will lead us straight to him.
I'm not going anywhere until Uncle Deckard's been laid to rest.
The crusade goes on, but we must honor our dead.
I have called for a caravan to guide us to the east. Speak to the caravan master when you are ready to go. We will see to Cain as we depart.
How did you become a thief?
Well, that's a long and terrible story that you wouldn't want to hear.
You found something you liked and couldn't afford.
Basically.
And was it worth it?
Oh, she was. Do you ever doubt your choices?
A bad choice is better than none. So, no.
Things never seem to turn out like I hope they will.
Hope? That was your first mistake.
Try living in the slums before you lecture me.
Be at peace, friend. It was a joke. Who are Belial and Asmodan?
Belial is the Lord of Lies. He desires power before all other things, and his 1,000 schemes are designed toward this end. His brother, Asmodan, reigns over the other half of Hell as the Lord of Sin. I sense his influence in this world, but I do not yet know where he will strike.
Belial may lead us to him.
They are more rivals than allies in these days, but I pray that you are right.
My friend, shall we depart to Caldeum?
all just stories. My uncle saw what he wanted to see.
Deckard sacrificed much to protect this world. But his work is not over.
What would you know about sacrifice?
Tyrael, the ancient law of the high heavens strictly forbids us from interfering with the mortal world. Yet you have done so, brazenly.
All I am guilty of, Imperius, is bringing justice, while you hide, cowering behind your throne. Silence!
You will now answer for your transgressions.
You cannot judge me. I am justice itself. We were meant for more than this. To protect the innocent. But if our precious laws bind you all to inaction, then I will no longer stand as your brother.
You chose to be one of us.
Sacrilege.
Thus, I fell, willingly. Because humanity is the only hope for this world.
I never believed all your crazy tales. Your work. You never finished. I will finish it, Uncle. I will carry on for you.
Tristram is safe. But that is only the beginning. The great eastern city of Caldeum has fallen under the sway of Belial, the Lord of Hell. I'd like to have words with him.